Some of y'all started following me because of my food content, but the other ones followed me probably for my content around doing what's manageable. It turns out I'm really big into mental health and I care very deeply about self-care. However, the reason why I can relate to telling you to do what's manageable and that ache of feeling like you never do enough is because I am that person. So while I can preach it, I do not necessarily practice it, and there's a level of professionalism and perfectionism that kind of just like resides in my head. This is a great example of that.
Okay, super simple, like really legit. This pesto is so good, you can literally just eat it right out of the bowl like this. Although for this recipe, we do need other... Can you guys stop screaming, please?
We're not screaming.
You are. In my mind, I said, I need the money, I need the money.
This is a great example of my frustration getting to me because I'm literally trying to do things that are not possible during this time of day.
So this pesto is so good that I would absolutely just eat it like this. You don't even have to add anything, but we are going to add these tomatoes. This is a cold dish. You are welcome to add a protein like chicken. I think would go really well. But that's basically it. We got your bright, happy, sunny tomatoes that mixing in more. Why are you still screaming? I have these beautiful tomatoes that I just added, and the last part is these mozzarella balls.
So I still have that one hand injury from that dicer, and it is still really hard to open things. At some point, I also realized that the lighting here is terrible, so I have to adjust that. And again, really not happy in my environment in this video. For people who are content creators, I just want to mention this part. Just keep filming as if nothing around you has happened. I'll say similar phrases to get my point across, but then I'll just edit out and then decide which one I want to keep. Also, I don't script anything. I actually just let my creativity lead, which serves me well most of the time, but sometimes it's my biggest fault. But I'm usually pretty good about going with the flow.
The last thing you add is the mozzarella pearls. I really like these. These are great.
That damn hand. Also, I probably would have edited out the That's just to let you know what happens behind the scenes, for editing.
So the last ingredient you add are just these mozzarella balls. You can add as much, as few, as many as you want. I add a whole package. If I had a larger package, I would add that too. They break up. They're kind of a little crazy in the beginning. It's a giant, stuck together ball. Just break it up, mix it around, and then of course you can add salt to taste. I've never added pepper. That sounds crazy, but you can totally add pepper.
My one friend adds red peppers and black olives. I usually use a box, which is a pound of pasta. It's so good that one time I made it for dinner and then it was gone by lunchtime the next day and I was the only one who was eating it.
Just salt to taste. That's it. Really simple. It's very mild in flavor and the tomatoes are just bright and wonderful and happy. There's an acidity in the pesto that's really just beautiful.
I love grape tomatoes so much, and there is a huge story behind that, but I can't really talk about it here.
Again, if you wanted to add grilled chicken to this, I'd recommend a cold grilled chicken. This is going into my refrigerator and I will eat it out of the bowl when it is cool.
Just to recap, 1 pound of pasta, some grape tomatoes, some mozzarella pearls, and a jar of pesto goes a long way.
You want this to be cold. That's it.
Initially, my plan was to scrap the whole video. Terrible lighting. I'm not enthusiastic about how I look on screen. And the kids are being maniacs. But then I was like, we are honest and unbiased.